you'd love SimCity, and you and your attention to detail, you would fucking love SimCity.
Really?
Yeah. It's like it uses this really gorgeous art style, whereas like it's they use it. It's called tilt shift. It's like a photography term, and it makes like real world objects look like toys. Well, not toys, like sort of models and miniatures and stuff like that. So like the whole game's sort of like that. All of the buildings and everything, they all look like miniature models, sort of things.
To be fair, I do have a soft and sometimes hard spot for theme hospitals, so I probably will like it.
But like it's just really clever. Like in old SimCities, like say like if you've got an industry park, like say you've got an industry park connected by a road to a residential park, you know that the residential park, like in the old SimCities, it might as well just be an animated GIF. Eventually, it'd just pop up into life, and there'd be a couple of buildings on it. And then the industrial park, there'd be like a little couple of GIFs of some cars running up and down the road, and then the industrial park would pop to life. And then you'd need to run water and power to them and stuff like that.
Right.
In this new one, like everything that you see it's effectively, if you think of it like a unit. Like everything that you see is what's being simulated. So if you've got how best to explain it? I'll walk you through the demo actually that they gave us. It started off in like this town that was already pre-built, and then the guy goes in and he builds a road, and he actually builds a curvy road, which is like never happened in SimCity. So that's like a big deal for SimCity players, is that you can now build curvy roads. Just by sort of tracing the path that you want it to take with the mouse. Then you drag out like a residential area sort of around the road. And then once you've done that, builders will come up the road from out of town or wherever. They'll park outside and they'll start knocking up the houses. And like you can watch the houses being built out of like the timber frame goes up, and then the bits go up, and then like the paneling goes on and all of this, and then the drive gets done, then the garden gets done, and then the for sale sign goes up. And then you leave it and then like you sort of watch it for a bit, and then if the house is sort of in the right sort of place and that people want to move into it, then a moving van pulls up, and then people get out the moving van, the for sale sign comes down, but then you can actually watch them like moving their boxes into the house. But the moving van's parked in the road, and it was just like a little one-way traffic lane, so a car comes up behind the moving van, and it creates a bit of a traffic jam, and then this spills out onto like this big main road, and then there's like this big ass massive traffic jam going on. So it's like everything's got like this weird little like real world sort of like consequence thing to it. It's just like insane. And then when it's time for the guy in the house to go to work, when it's the morning, the guy gets in his car, he drives up the road, he goes to work, he gets into the building, and then the building all lights up and then starts doing stuff. And it's just, if anybody's really into SimCity, it's everything that, I suppose with the older ones, you always had to fill in the gaps like that, like with your imagination. Whereas like now, you can just see all of that shit going on, and it's just, I'm really excited for SimCity, and it sounds weird.
Certainly does.
But yeah, it's quality. I got to